We got ourselves the Bighorn infrared gas grill. This was sent to me by Bighorn. I will be upfront. They let me say whatever I want. I have no contractual obligation to say certain things. I just get to give an honest review. And today what we're doing, we're cooking steak, we're cooking pizza, which we just did, and we're cooking some cheesy potatoes. So we're gonna go through and show how versatile this little compact unit can be and all the many things it can do. Stick around to see me cooking the pizza because this thing might actually cook better pizzas than some of the pizza ovens I reviewed. Let's get it fired up. It's a beautiful thing when this thing fires up, especially in the dark. The way it just lights up is magical. First thing we're gonna cook some potatoes. And they're good potatoes. They're delicious potatoes. So we've got a cast iron pan here. I think this is a 12-inch. We're gonna start off throwing in some onions. We've got a shelf on the lowest and one on the highest for the steaks. We'll mostly be cooking the potatoes on the lower shelf, but for now we kind of want it a little hotter initially, just so we can cook our onions and sausage. I did a test earlier to see how long it takes to get up to temperature. The hottest it got was 1,150 degrees. So it's actually about 350 degrees lower than it says. Granted, I'm at 6,000 feet elevation. I'm guessing that's throwing it off a bit. The bottom, very bottom rack, got to about 350 is where it hovered. I've got a graph here I can show you the thermometer I used. I've got a thermometer I put in here. I do a bunch of tests on pizza ovens, so I had the thermometer test the heat up time. It was really quick. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll show right here how long it took to get up to the 1150. It was not long. The 350 on the bottom took a little longer. Once we add the sausage, this is also really good with bacon. We usually do it with bacon because my kids like it with bacon more, but sausage is what we have tonight. Put that in. This thing's pretty cool. I really do like this little plate right here that they provide. As you can see, I'm resting the cast iron directly on it instead of my work table here. One of my concerns was that it would burn my table. I can put my hand underneath and it's like kind of warm. Like I'm touching the metal underneath right now with my hand and it's fine. Out here, when I touch the table, it is hotter. It's not burning it. And right here's hot too, but it's not ruining the table. I do wish they had little rubber pegs on the bottom because when I put this on my table, I could feel it could scratch it. Whatever surface you put this on, you want to make sure it's not going to mar it or put some kind of rubber things underneath to protect it. Now, we've got, what are these called again? Potatoes. What kind are these again? Golden? Golden?
They're not russet. Yellow potatoes?
Yellow potatoes, golden yellow potatoes, the softer ones, okay. Before we add them, let's just do a little bit more just of a neutral oil.
Neutral.
Go ahead and add the taters. So I'll just go in and season the taters. We are gonna go bottom rack, low as possible. That should be cooking around 350 degrees, which is where I cook these in the oven inside. This has been cooking for about 3 or 4 minutes, and that's what we've got already. Nice, good golden brown on these potatoes. Go in for another stir. Throw it back in. Okay, our potatoes are almost done. The potatoes you saw earlier are not these potatoes because our camera died and we didn't notice, so this is our second batch. So go ahead and come up here and take a look at these. Okay, so this is what they should look like. I have a thermometer here, my Thermapen. I just go through and poke them and make sure they're soft. And they are super soft. Make sure you go ahead and try one just to make sure.
It's delicious.
Yeah. That's hot, but it needs a little more seasoning. Because we're gonna be adding cheese on top, you wanna make sure the flavor is just how you like it. We cooked this on the lowest setting. Took about 15, 20 minutes. Where normally in my oven, these are cooking for half hour to 40. So these are nice and good. Go ahead and cheese our potatoes. My family likes a lot of cheese.
Lots of cheese.
Okay, so let's go ahead and throw this in. I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting. So since this pan can't rotate in here, I just have to rotate the pan itself. This front part, the cheese doesn't melt as well as the back. So if you had a circle pan that you could fully spin around in there, you'd probably be better off. Okay, so for steaks, we've got a few sirloins for the kids, and then a few New York strips for Mama and Papa. Before you throw any steaks on, make sure that you pat them dry. That will help with the sear. If it's wet, it makes it harder to get a good sear. We are gonna start off with the steaks a little lower. This is something we learned with our first iteration, was we kind of burned them. So we're just gonna start getting them up to temp. So one of the popular techniques with cooking steaks is a reverse sear, which is good on thicker steaks. That's where you cook it in a smoker or the oven or sous vide until it reaches like 100 degrees if you're going for medium rare. And then you just put a really quick sear on it at the end. These steaks aren't super thick, but they're also not super thin. So I'm kind of trying to do a little hybrid approach with that. I think we're gonna go ahead and raise them up a little higher. I am. So that'd actually be a lot easier if I just did this. So we're probably, I'd say 4, maybe 5 inches down from the burner. While those are cooking up there, I'm gonna throw these on because they are a little thicker on the lower rack, just to get them a little bit more up to temp. Little kind of reverse sear going there. So we've got 5 steaks going right now. You could probably even fit more. Those top ones are about ready for a flip. That's got some good searing going on. Definitely not done, but one of the great things about this is the potatoes have been cooking on the bottom this whole time at a good temp. Now you can see the steaks are dripping their juices down to the potatoes. So this is a great way to add extra flavor to the potatoes. Oh, this one kind of got a little burned, but look at that sear on them. That is a really good sear. Hey, do a quick check with our Thermapen just to make sure we're not overcooking them. We're at 96. That one's temping about 1 to 15. That one's about 1 to something. So they. Okay, these puppies are done. Look at the sear on that one. That's a pretty good sear for a sirloin. So let's go ahead and move our New York strips up top. Let's go in for a flip. Yeah, so one of the nice things is you have a little bit of versatility with having your rack higher, lower. You can adjust the flame as well. There's a few different ways that you can play around with the heat. Right now I've got it almost on full blast and I'm on the 3rd rack down. We went all the way to the top, trying to just get one last good little sear on there. Oh yeah. So we're at 135. We overcooked this one a little bit.
Battery's about to die. I'm gonna stop it.
115. We've started cutting into our New York strip. We're getting a nice little thumbnail and forgot to do a little taste test. Oh yeah, look at that. How's that look?
Blurry. Hold still. Looks good.
It's a nice medium rare. Juicy, good sear flavor. Oh, that's good. Our potatoes are done as well. Take a look at these cheesy goodness.
Can't see it.
This thing cooks steaks awesome, and you can cook other things in as well. Let's see what else it can cook. Last and certainly not least, pizza. I've cooked far more pizzas than I have steaks. Probably 100-to-1 ratio. We just have a basic cheese pizza here. We've got a pizza stone we've let gradually come up to temp. I started it really low. I didn't want to shock it. It's our first time cooking on it. I did have this grate above, so it dripped a little grease down there. But we are sitting right at 850, which is where I like to launch my pizzas. This is about a 10-inch pizza. A 12-inch would not fit in here. Let's go ahead and launch. It's been in here for like hardly any time. And it's already getting pretty browned. You don't even have to rotate it much. I'm gonna turn it down though, because I think the top's gonna get done way quicker than the bottom at this rate. Do another turn, just because you can see the front part here isn't cooked as much. Yeah, just pulled it out a little. Okay, so say this is pretty good. I mean, look at that. Look at that leoparding there. That's actually really good for this. Let's check underneath. The undercarriage could use a little more. So let's cook another. This time, I'm gonna probably launch it at like 900. I usually launch at 850, but my pizza ovens I cook on, the stones are a lot thicker, so it will usually burn them. We're gonna crank it up a bit more. We've got another cheese pizza. I wanted to preface, this is Neapolitan style, where you're cooking it really hot, like in a pizza oven where it's 950 degrees. The stone is about 915 right now, 915 degrees. Okay, it's a little harder to launch a 12-inch peel on a 10-inch stone. It's only been in here for like 30 seconds, and already it's starting to look pretty good. I've got a spot here that the crust is still pretty pale. So what's really easy is you just hold it up like this and get it closer to the burner. So you're not burning the cheese, but you are crisping up the crust. So another spot here, pretty white. Already, look at that. Okay, our pizza is done. It's looking beautiful. So we've got great leoparding around the crust. Let's check underneath. Also some really good leoparding. Guys, I gotta be real with you here. This oven was sent to me. I'm promoting it. But along the way with my testing, I wanna be honest, I am surprised, almost shocked at how well this thing cooked a pizza. I mean, it's not a pizza oven and it's a smaller pizza, but if you were in the market for a pizza oven, on the cheaper end, that could do other things like searing a steak, this is a no-brainer. Like when I compare this to other $200-something pizza ovens, the electric ones, I would highly recommend this. It cooks great pizza, probably better than the electric ones that I've tested, and it sears a steak. Today at lunch, we had a leftover steak from yesterday. I threw it on here, had it cooked up in 3 minutes, and had steak for lunch. Super quick, super easy. I'm being real. In all, I'm very impressed with this machine, this unit. For the price point, you've got stainless steel. The sear gets up to over 1100 degrees. This is very versatile and there's a lot you can do with it. Like always, link in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions on the Bighorn sear thing. I don't even know what it's called.
Sear thing.
The Bighorn infrared gas grill. If you have any questions, let me know. If I get enough questions, I'll do some more tests and some more videos on it. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by.